Now to the suspected mob hit on Staten Island. A reputed Gambino boss gunned down outside his home last night.
There are new photos from the crime scene tonight showing authorities loading up a white SUV that appears to have been checked for fingerprints. CBS 2's Scott Rapoport is live at the scene of the shooting in the Tote Hill section with the very latest for us. Scott.
Yeah, guys, 20 hours after the high-profile murder, and the street where it happened is still closed off by police. This is a story that truly reads like a Hollywood movie. An alleged mob boss shot dead, and now everyone wants to know why.
Reputed Gambino family crime boss, 53-year-old Francesco Frankie Boy Cali, gunned down in front of his home in the Tote Hill section of Staten Island while his wife and children were inside the house. A stunning gangland hit.
He exits his residence, has a conversation with an individual where approximately 12 shots are fired, with at least 6 striking the victim, causing his demise.
NYPD says the mob boss's murder was captured on surveillance video. Cops say just before the shooting there was an accident in front of Cali's home involving a pickup and Cali's SUV. They say it's possible the accident was staged as a plan to get Cali to come out of the house where he would be vulnerable.
His car is involved in an accident with the individual that winds up shooting him.
Sources say Cali had been one of 3 members of the so-called ruling council of the Gambino crime family. Sources say he kept a low profile, running a heroin and prescription drug operation.
He was one of the most influential organized crime figures currently alive in the New York City metropolitan area.
Former FBI agent and organized crime expert David Shapiro.
He was clearly assassinated. We don't know why. It's saying that there are secrets out there that need to remain secrets.
Police sources tell me cops are now looking into several theories, including the possibility that some Gambino family members disapproved of the family's involvement in drugs, or that a rogue member of the family had a personal beef with Cali and took him out, or that a rival organized crime group like the Albanians could be involved.
I think Mr. Cali was worth more dead than alive. He posed a threat to somebody.
Tonight, police say they have video from a distance of one suspect who they describe as a male, 25 to 40 years old. Cali's SUV was taken away by flatbed with a cover, and police are hoping the shooter might have left fingerprints on the exterior of the vehicle.
Police say it is not clear if there was more than one shooter. Tonight, they are actively searching for surveillance video of the getaway pickup. We are live in the Tote Hill section of Staten Island tonight. Scott Rapoport, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Scott, thank you.